Hi, I'm back again this week, and this week I picked the book Mrs. Hen's Big Surprise. I can't wait to see what her big surprise is. Okay, let's get this book situated. Okay, Mrs. Hen lived in a pretty house in the middle of a meadow. She was sad though, because she didn't have a baby chick to love. One day, when Mrs. Hen was gardening, she tripped over a big rock. "What is this ugly rock doing in my vegetables?" she cried. She took a closer look. It doesn't look so ugly to me. Mrs. Hen dug and dug and dug and dug. The big rock wasn't a big rock at all. It was an egg. Mrs. Hen jumped for joy and shouted, "I'm going to have a chick, my very own chick." Happily and very carefully, Mrs. Hen wheeled the beautiful egg up the hill. Then she set the egg down in her living room, and like the good hen that she was, she sat on it. Look at her sitting on that big egg. That egg's bigger than she is. She sat on that egg and knitted, imagining the wonderful life she was going to have with her little chick. Look, she's imagining that she's at the beach with her baby chick, going sledding with her chick, and feeding her chick. A few days later, Mrs. Cow came to visit. Mrs. Hen told Mrs. Cow her incredible story. "Soon I'm going to be the mother of a handsome chick," she said proudly. Mrs. Cow told the whole story to Mrs. Pig. "I think our friend Mrs. Hen has some bizarre ideas," Mrs. Cow confided. "She's sitting on a very strange looking egg she found in her vegetable garden, and she thinks it's going to hatch into a chick." Mrs. Pig told Mrs. Goose, who told Mrs. Sheep, who told Mrs. Turkey, who told Mrs. Porcupine. And Mrs. Hen received a lot more visitors, but her neighbors made fun of her and whispered that the strange-looking egg was never going to hatch. So Mrs. Hen sat alone with her egg and waited, and waited some more. But the seasons passed and still the egg did not hatch. Mrs. Hen wanted to help the egg hatch. She wobbled the egg, she jostled the egg, but nothing happened. "Are you going to hatch or not?" she cried. Sadly, Mrs. Hen decided to roll the egg back to the garden, but suddenly the egg rolled away from Mrs. Hen. Faster and faster it rolled until it landed with a crack at the bottom of the hill. Crack, crack. What a surprise! 2 big feet emerged from the broken shell and the egg started to walk. That would be a funny sight, wouldn't it? Seeing an eggshell walk around. Mrs. Hen hurried down the hill as fast as she could go. Crack! A huge head appeared at the top of the egg. "My beloved chick," cried Mrs. Hen, "you've finally come." For sure it was a funny looking chick. It didn't have feathers or a beak, and it wasn't yellow. But Mrs. Hen didn't care. She hugged her chick tight and welcomed him to the world. The neighbors were amazed. It was a happy day for Mrs. Hen. She and her chick began the life Mrs. Chick had always dreamed of, or dreamed about. Wasn't that a sweet story? I'll be back again next week to read you another one. Thank you.